A mysterious whale just bought 154 million Kaspa tokens in one move. Another wallet quietly stacked over 1 billion KAS. And right now, while you're watching this, supply is vanishing from exchanges at a pace we haven't seen in months. The question isn't if something's about to happen. It's whether you'll be positioned before it does. What's up, crypto fam? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I break down on-chain data, whale movements, and the signals most traders completely miss. So smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications because what I'm about to show you could change how you look at Kaspa forever. Kaspa's on-chain data is lighting up like a Christmas tree right now. And no, this isn't retail FOMO. According to Kaspa Daily, one of the network's largest wallets just executed a massive accumulation event. We're talking 154 million KAS pulled directly from Gate.io in a single transaction. That alone pushed this wallet's total holdings past 1.1 billion tokens, officially making it the biggest Kaspa holder on the entire network. Now, the identity of this wallet? Still unknown. But here's what we do know. Movements this large don't happen by accident. When institutional-sized capital starts flowing in with this kind of precision, smart money is clearly positioning for something, and historically, that something is rarely small. But wait, it gets better. This isn't just one whale making noise. The number of addresses holding at least 1 million KAS, it's climbing again. We just hit over 3,040 wallets this week, up from earlier this month. That's not random. That's coordinated accumulation by medium-sized investors, the kind that often signals early institutional involvement. Think about what this means. Fewer coins are sitting on exchanges. More tokens are moving into long-term wallets. Supply is getting squeezed while demand quietly builds in the background. This is textbook pre-breakout behavior, the kind of setup traders dream about but rarely catch in real time. So, what does all this whale activity actually mean for KAS price? Let's break it down with some cold hard analysis. First, supply dynamics. When whales pull this much inventory off exchanges, immediate selling pressure drops. Basic economics. Less supply plus steady demand equals upward price pressure. We've seen this play out with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and every major altcoin that eventually rallied. Kaspa's following the same playbook. Second, sentiment. Even as the broader crypto market cools off and traders get nervous, Kaspa's community sentiment remains in the top 10 most bullish projects on CoinMarketCap. And it's been sitting there for months, not days or weeks. That kind of consistency doesn't happen with hype coins. It happens when holders genuinely believe in the fundamentals. Third, historical patterns. November has historically been Kaspa's strongest month. We're about 10 days out, and the market looks like it just bottomed. If whales are accumulating now, right before the historically bullish period, that timing is anything but coincidental. In my opinion, this is the setup you want to see before a major leg up. Quiet accumulation, shrinking exchange balances, rising holder count, and strong sentiment all converging at once. The market hasn't priced this in yet, but the smart money clearly has. Now, let's talk about what could go wrong, because I'm not here to sell hopium. Every trade has risks, and Kaspa's no exception. If Bitcoin dumps hard, Kaspa will likely follow. Altcoins rarely decouple during macro sell-offs, no matter how strong the fundamentals are. So, if BTC breaks below key support levels, expect KAS to feel the pain too. Also, whale accumulation can be a double-edged sword. Yes, it reduces circulating supply now, but if these same whales decide to distribute at higher prices, they could trigger massive sell-offs. We've seen it happen before with other projects. The key is watching for distribution signals, sudden spikes in exchange inflows, rising selling volume, stuff like that. So, let's dive into what the current data is telling us. Right now, there are zero signs of distribution. Everything just screams accumulation. And, when you combine this with November's historical performance, well, the risk-reward here looks really asymmetric in favor of the bulls. Now, let's address the obvious question. Why would whales accumulate now if they didn't expect a major move? They simply wouldn't. Institutional players don't deploy hundreds of millions of dollars for just 10% gains. They're positioning for multiples. And if they're betting big, maybe we should be paying attention. Another factor, exchange balances. When supply leaves exchanges and moves into cold wallets, it signals long-term conviction. These holders aren't planning to flip for quick profits, they're parking capital for the next major bull cycle. That's the kind of behavior that fuels sustained rallies, not pump and dumps. And here's a fun little nugget: medium-sized wallets, the 1 million KAS holders, are growing faster than large wallets right now. So, where does this leave us on price targets? If accumulation continues and November delivers its historical performance, a retest of previous highs isn't just possible, it's probable. Beyond that, if Bitcoin enters a new bull phase and altcoins catch fire, Kaspa could easily see 2 times to 3 times from current levels. That's not hopium. That's pattern recognition based on supply dynamics and historical behavior. But don't just take my word for it. Watch the data. If whale wallets keep growing, if exchange balances keep shrinking, and if sentiment stays elevated, you'll know the thesis is playing out in real time. The beauty of on-chain analysis is that it doesn't lie. The blockchain shows exactly where the money's moving. Alright fam, that's the breakdown. Kaspa whales are accumulating, supplies getting squeezed, and November's right around the corner. Whether you're already holding or considering a position, the data's flashing some pretty clear signals. If you found this analysis helpful, drop a like and let me know in the comments, are you bullish or bearish on Kaspa right now? Also, check out my other videos on altcoin accumulation patterns and whale tracking strategies. They'll give you the tools to spot these setups before they explode. And as always, subscribe if you haven't already, because I'll be tracking Kaspa's movements closely over the next few weeks. You don't want to miss what happens next. Quick reminder, this is not financial advice. Crypto is extremely volatile and risky. Only invest what you can afford to lose, do your own research, and never trade based solely on what you see in YouTube videos, even mine. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.